Testing 1 2. Okay, we're on. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today we're gonna go over a couple of things of what I've been working on. And I've basically been actually for like the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been really getting more into Zbrush and doing some learning stuff. And a lot of you all want to know about. Let me see. A lot of you guys want to know about like the getting. Let me see. Let me read. Let me make sure I'm right about this. Let's see what tutorials cover that for some reason at least. Let's see. I hope there's a part about covering subdivision to Iclone for the love of God. Well, yeah. I mean, is that subdivision like making the poly count low so you can take it over to Iclone so it'll be low enough for you to use and hit the smooth button? I mean, I'm not too sure, but what I can probably do is probably show you something that I know. And as you can tell, that if you exclude like this guy and this right here, all this armor right here is around like 10,000 polygons. Everything up here, and that's because I had to learn how to. I don't know. I think Jack said something. Subdivisions to bump maps. Well, you will have to do this. Well, what you would have to do is, you would probably have to take like this mesh right here. Suppose I wanted to make a bump map out of this. I do believe what I would do is like make a high poly version of this thing. So I would actually duplicate it first. I would actually duplicate it first like this. All right. And then I will come over here to this one and go to geometry, and it's at 4 divisions. Maybe bump that up a little bit more, a little bit higher. Alright, so I will bump it up to its highest subdivision, and then this would be my low poly one. Alright, like turn this off, and right here. Alright, so this would be my low poly one, and I will go down here and go to my geometry, and I would just like pull this all the way down to like 1. All right, that's the hip part right there. I've been working on it all morning. So, and then I would go up here to my Supp tool and come right here, and then I would just come in here and start sculpting in all the details. Right? Oh, hold up. There. And I would come to this high resolution one and start sculpting in the details. And then after I do that, I would Dynamesh. I think I'm supposed to Dynamesh it, and in the Dynamesh is a setting to where you would like actually transfer all of the stuff that you sculpted on here to the lower res one. And then I think you're supposed to export the high resolution one out and the low resolution one out into X normal, and then in X normal it makes the bump maps and stuff. But I think you have to I do believe you have to first make UVs for it. So you have to make a UV for it before you take it over there. Yeah, there you go. See? He knows how to do it. Thank you, Athros. I know he's got to be mad because I can't pronounce his name right. But hey, thank you, bud. I have not done that yet. I just know about the procedure. But this guy, I know this guy because he's made some armor. I've seen him do it inside of Zbrush, and I've seen him and I've seen him in a video. So you check that guy out, and he's pretty good at what he does. Check the guy out. The whole thing about it is that what he's saying is exactly true because he's done it. You know, I have Substance Painter too. Yeah. Use Max. Max is good. Blender, the UV wrap in Blender is pretty good. I mean, I've used Blender. Matter of fact, I've always used Blender to do UVs in. That's the alternative, cheaper thingy. But it's real easy in Blender. I'll give y'all a demo of how to do it in Blender, just in case you all don't want to have the hassle of having to buy my Macs or buy any type of Autodesk stuff. So I can do it right here in this box. Oops. Okay. Oh, I forgot. It's this button. I keep on like. Hold up. Oh, hold on. This one, there it is. I keep on forgetting that. Gotta use. I think I'm in Iclone. I keep on hitting the wrong button. So I haven't worked in this in a while. So to do UV unwrapping inside of this little thingy here, you have to. Let me see. Let me remember the buttons here. W. I think you have to go. If I can remember how to do this, don't hold me to this, folks. I'm gonna go over here and go to 3D view. No, I want to go here to UV editing, and there's UV over there. And if I remember, I try to remember all the stuff I had to do to UV unwrap. It's been a while. And I think you have to come over here. It's one of these buttons here. I think it's Control E. Oh, you gotta be. Oh, by the way, you have to be in the edit mode first. This is edit mode. See, I was in object mode, so it won't work. So you have to hit. I think it's Control E. Crease. Mark seam. So I just wanna. Well, as you can just see, I just marked all the seams. So I push A. All the seams are marked. But let me go Z. Unmark the seams. Just gonna hit A. I'm gonna hit Control Tab and then go into edge mode. And what I want to do, I just want to go in here and like highlight the edges. So I'm gonna highlight that edge, and then hit Control E, and then mark seam. As you see, that seam. Keep hitting the wrong button. Hit A. As you can see, you got a seam here, which is marked in red, and then you can come export normals in Zbrush. I'm a huge noob to detail. Here's a lack of straightforward to do. There's a lack of straightforward tutorials. The best way to get real good stuff is to I would say go to some base like Eat3D or digital tutors and stuff like that. They got some pretty good tutorials, but most of the tutorials I found on the whole subject of making UVs and stuff like that come from mostly the form boards from Blender, the Zbrush form boards and stuff like that. When I need to learn something, and then most likely you'll find somebody in these form boards that will actually show you, give you a good direction, or YouTube videos. The angel armor I did for my angel animation I used was this way, Mudbox to scope, retopo max, and unwrap surface. But yeah, that's a good way to do it. I don't use Mudbox because Mudbox is like kind of I do have it. I mean, it's part of my Autodesk thing, but I don't use it because it's kind of janky. You know, last time I used it was a couple years ago. It was kind of janky. It kept on crashing. All right, let's go ahead and mark this seam too. Let's see. Let me see. Control E, gonna mark this seam too. I don't know why I'm in Blender when I expect to do ZBrush stuff today, but I'm trying to remember how to do this. So I hit A, and then I have to come over here and I think it's Control E. Oh, I think it's. Tell you what I do. I'm just gonna go Control E. I'm just gonna unwrap all these UVs. This is little mark seams on all these, and then I'm supposed to hit A, and then hit U, unwrap, and there are the UVs over here. All right, there are all the UVs right here, and then I can come over here, hit new, blah 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 blah, and over here hit UV grid. Hit OK, and there it is. There is my UV map, and I can come right over here and then hit this and hit let's see, texture. Is it texture I'm looking for, or is it I think it's textured, but I think I have to make a note for this first. Yeah, I gotta make a note for this. So make sure it's in cycles render. I'm gonna pull this down, And then let's see, go down here to node editor, and then what I want to do is I want to make a new node. You go use nodes. There's my node. But I think I got to go down here and I think when I made this, I was supposed to do something with it, but it's called untitled, so that's cool. So we're just gonna just add texture, image texture. Put this right here. I do believe we're gonna plug this into here, I believe. Yeah, we'll put it in there, and then I'll go over here, and then hit this, and bam, there is my texture. So what I will be doing is I'll probably be using, since I know how this is pretty set up and how this works, lack of tutorials for Iclone community. I was, yeah, so Athos is right, Athos, are a lack of tutorials for Iclone community. I was thinking to make one for Unity Iclone workflow, but I think it's not economically viable yet. The community is not too much. No, the Iclone community, as long as they can get their, as long as those guys can get their free animations and motions, they're happy. You know, as long as they can make dancing videos, they're happy. You know, but really, you shouldn't be making that stuff. I mean, making Iclone tutorials okay, but the thing is to make tutorials that go outside of Iclone. Like, you can use Iclone, but like a pipeline tutorials, I do believe, are probably more beneficial to people than doing oh, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Chuck? What's up, Autumn? What's up, Polywick? What's up, guys? How's it going? How's it going, guys? I would say, as for tutorials go, I think what needs to be done for the Iclone community is to show them to go outside of Iclone to use other software and include Iclone in their pipeline. Now, Iclone is a very good program to actually set up your animations and stuff and render them out to make a movie and stuff. And that's what I do, because they have the figures, they got the props, everything is so easy, you know. But within the program itself, it still has its flaws, and it still has issues. So I go outside of Iclone. I use Motion Builder, Zbrush, Blender, and all type of stuff to make props, animations, and composite my stuff outside of Iclone. And even after I've done all the animation and post-production, I go to After Effects, Sony Vegas, and stuff like that. You know, so the thing is not to use Iclone for everything. You know, and I think those tutorials are more viable. Those tutorials like that are more viable than yeah, those tutorials are more viable, and that's what I've been trying to do for like these last few years. Yeah, Unreal. Yeah, use Unreal. Yeah, more of you guys need to get Unreal to start doing stuff in. You know, I think Unreal is a really good. It's free. It's free for one. And you can take your characters from Iclone Character Creator and put them in Unreal and animate them and have some wonderful animations. They got physics, they got fluid simulations, they got wind, they got vegetation. I mean, everything's in Unreal. All you can do is just make your character, place it in there, set up your cameras, and let them act. That's it. You know? And I mean, recently there's been like a small little group of individuals who are doing that. Yeah, After Effects. After I learned After Effects, I was into After Effects way back in the day, man. I think I started really getting to After Effects back in 2009 when I first got CS5 for school when I was going to junior college, and I got that. I was a straight up noob about filmmaking and all that stuff, but when I went to my first couple of filmmaking classes and After Effects, and I saw how important After Effects was, After Effects came my first priority. Then 3D came my second, because I don't care how good of a 3D artist you are, you're gonna need somebody to do post production and composition and composition of your final work, the output. You know, that's what After Effects is. After Effects is the best post work piece of software out there. You know, there are others. You got HitFilm. I like HitFilm because HitFilm is a lot more easier when you're trying to integrate the 3D stuff with the 3D stuff with the effects. You know, I can actually take my 3D stuff into there and do stuff. Unity Iclone 2-3 at the end in visual resources or equal testing. Yeah. We know you test that stuff. We know you love to test that stuff. This guy has tested like every program. If I need a program tested, I'll just ask him because I know he got it. It just ask him. So 2-3 is really good. I mean, I want to get it. I mean, I haven't got it. Every time I get the money to get it, I always forget to get it. So everybody's like, hey, get that, you know. So that's a pretty good program. Matter of fact, Athros did video. I mean, hey, give me a link to some of that stuff you did in Toolbag, Athros, so I can post it up so people can see it. After my last metric animation, I understand I don't need Unity for all things. Really? Huh. Well, Unity is like Unreal, where you got all the cool stuff. Like you got like real-time rain, you got wind, you got real-time physics and all stuff. I mean, people are using it for games, but I see it as a machine to make movies with. You know, and even the render is wonderful. But I think Unreal got them beat. I mean, Unreal. I don't think nothing can beat Unreal right now. You know, as far as like making movies. And I have seen people make some movies in Unreal and they look good. And I don't understand why people won't use. Hold on, I gotta get these guys from my other channel. Polywook says, what's going on? Polywook, as usual. Is that affordable? Blender is. I don't know if you're asking for Blender. Blender is affordable. It's free. Unreal Engine is affordable. It's free. Iclone Character Creator is $149. I think the Iclone stuff costs money. I put it like that. And Zbrush costs some money too. Polywook says coding or modeling or drawing. Unreal is very affordable. My employees don't need to buy that asset or Unity add-on when using Unreal. Nothing needed to buy. Awesome. Yeah, so even Polywood Studios. Now, Polywood Studios, they are a game-making company. They make games. This is a small company out of the Philippines, and they make games. I mean, they know. And I've dealt with them I've been dealing with them quite a long time, and they are the real deal people. They do make games, and they are a company. They have employees and all type of stuff, and go and check them out. They do have a website, and they are on Facebook, and you can check them out. But back to what I was talking about. Hold on, let me see. Athros already got something to say. Is more well implemented than Toolbag. Yeah, I gotta type to Athros more. You know, because he's the tech guy. He knows about these programs. He got them, and he plays with them all day. And I got to talk to him. But y'all to check out his Angel animation. I wish I had a link to it. I forgot what his thing was called. His YouTube channel. I know I have it, but I forgot the name of it. But he does some really cool animations, and he starts from scratch. He's really good at Mudbox and Zbrush, so y'all check him out. But yeah, y'all. So that's basically how you make these things. Then what you would do is you would after this is done, then you would like export this to like Substance Painter or Substance Designer and just put it in there and just start painting on top of the you just paint on top of this. All right. Now there is a way. I didn't do this right. I mean, I took everything and just basically just cut it up, but this is just the basics of how to do it, you know. So that's about it for that. As far as that, but like I said, after I finish with my model over there, and after I finish my model, I'm gonna bring it over here and I'm gonna cut it all up, and then in the UV editor over here, and then take it into Substance Painter, and after Substance Painter, I'm going to color up, then bring it in there. But Yeah, send that YouTube link of your Angel movie, man. All the parts of it. You know, you got more than one part, so show them the whole thing, man. It's real nice, everybody. I mean, just because I'm not talking to people, so I do watch their stuff when they post it. He posted a lot in my Animators Guild over there, and he's been a proud member for a long time now. The Animators Guild been around for well over 4 years now. So enough about you, Vin. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Subbed. Yeah, sub that dude. He's good. He's good. He knows his stuff. Alright, so back over here. So, probably saying, like, how did I make the armor? Well, there's a couple of things here I want to show you guys. And one of the things is, this is the bodysuit that I made to go up under it. And, here are the feet. I don't know if I talked about the feet last time, but I finally found a way to make a full encapsulated bodysuit. You know, well, except for the hands. The hands are kind of hard. It's a lot of work that goes to the hand, but I have made the whole bodysuit with the hands. You know, when you see a bodysuit on the Iclone marketplace or whatever, none of them have feet. It's like it's not a full unibody. What's it called? Called unisuit. I think that's what it is. But they always cut it off at the ankles because people find it too hard inside a Zbrush to make socks or feet or some type of booty to go with their suit. And I found out that you can do it, but you have to use Z-Modeler and some of the stuff with Z-Modeler. All right. The thing about it is it's real easy to do, but you have to know some basics with the like if I hit, let me hit you gotta know some basic stuff inside of you gotta know some basic stuff when it comes to inside of Iclone. So here's the body. Let me cut off some of this other stuff. Let me cut this off, this off, this off. Let me see. What else needs to be cut off? I need to go up some. Yeah, I'm still a noob at ZBrush, but the thing about ZBrush, what I'm trying to get my hands on is the whole aspect of using the types of this learning modeling inside of it. Period. So this the suit, or is this the suit? One of these is a suit. I don't know which one. I think this is the suit I just had. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna hit I'm gonna click on the suit right here and turn him on. There we go. That's what I wanted. And as you can see, he fits nicely into his suit. And I think at the subdivision level is like real high on this suit here, and I can easily come up here and go to geometry and cut it down. And what you want to do is you probably don't want, the suit is at 128,000 polygons, so that's probably kind of high. Maybe we go to one. This is like right around, like you can actually import this into Character Creator, and yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get from my noobish approach towards ZBrush to getting better at it, and that's what I've been doing for like the last 2.5 weeks, trying to get better and making this stuff. 2 weeks ago, I didn't know how to even do this stuff. I didn't know how to make these little feet coverings for the feet. And if I hit the transparent, you will see that the feet fit nice and neatly within the suit. All I have to do now is come in, sculpt the soles and stuff for his shoes. But the thing about this is that the feet, and when I bring this over into Iclone, back to Character Creator, it should fit his body. Now, what I did before I exported this character out of Iclone was made a custom pose for him. This is a combination of an A pose and a T pose. Now, the thing about the legs come from the A pose because his legs are spread out. Now, if you bring the character in the regular T pose, his legs would be too close. So when you bring this back into Character Creator, and you go to make the clothing on them fit when you do a skin weight thing, it's gonna no matter how you even use lateral proportional whatever editor, whatever, it'll still, the middle part will still stick. and it wouldn't look right. So the only way to fix that is to bring the character in with a pose to where his legs are spread out already, and you can just put the clothing on the character. Once the clothing's on the character, you can put it on any character because it's already been weight mapped to the character. So I also took his arms and spread them straight out. And one more other thing, his fingers, like when you bring him in as like the regular T pose, his fingers are too close together to make gloves. So what I did is I took his fingers inside of Character Creator and spread them apart as far as I can get them. So now I can come in here and make him gloves and be able to not have any of this stuff interfere with the fingers. And it's a lot more easier. So this pose, this custom pose I made, is something that you all need to make too. It's real easy to make. For you all who don't think it's easy or find it hard to make, I will put up the file, the Iclone Character Creator file, my custom file, so y'all can get the pose too. It's very easy, and it's very easy when you take it to Zbrush. So you can actually export this right here, this mesh, into Zbrush or to Iclone, and it'll be a nice suit. You know, it'll be a nice, really nice suit for your character. I mean, you can export this right on in, won't have no problems, and it will most likely stay low poly. Along with everything else. Actually, I can actually go in here and export all this stuff in to Iclone Character Creator right now, and it won't be, the poly count probably won't be that high. So if you're trying to get stuff out of ZBrush, one thing you need to watch out for is where is it? I'm looking for adaptive skin. Nope, it's not here. That's in the next part when I get to it. So, geometry, and let me oh, I'm gonna go with Supp tool, and we'll go back down here to my suit and turn transparency out. So this is what you should aim for when you're doing a suit, and I would advise you all to matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do that now. Let me show y'all how to do it. Let me just show you guys how to do this. Alright, so here is a simple mesh, and when you bring it in, when you bring your CC, now I import this in. I use GoZ when you're over there. Just use GoZ. Make sure you have a decent pose. This right here is the perfect pose. Now I played around this for like an hour trying to get the perfect pose to get this from here over into ZBrush, from ZBrush to Iclone, and have it just snap right onto the body. All right, this is the perfect pose to put them in. And like I said, keep the feet apart, keep them forward. Well, I'm probably gonna, and just make sure you save this pose out for when you take it back into Iclone. All right. So here we go. I'm not gonna spend 2 hours. I'm gonna try not to spend 2 hours doing this. Maybe I'll spend an hour doing this, but I try to give all the good information people want at the beginning now, instead of waiting, like doing it. Like, people want me to talk about something up front before I get into what I want to show you all. Just let me know, and I'll try to tell you what I've learned. You know. But so here we go. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to first I want to show you how this comes in. So this is a subdivision 5. Let's take it down to 1. So when you bring your character in, it's going to come in just like this. Alright? What you don't want to do is you don't want to mask this stuff off, because as you can see when I mask it off, you see how it gets kind of really badly pixelated and stuff. So you don't want that. You want this nice, smooth, clean mesh. Cut this off too. Well, actually, I'm going to leave that on. For the body. So what you want to do is you want to come in and subdivide it, hit this button and subdivide it up to a decent level where you have a nice smooth skin. This is what you want to get before you do a bodysuit. Alright, now I would advise you all to get this plugin called Extract Plus, and I'll talk about that. That's something this guy called Rampa Tilling. Rampa Tilling will let you guys know where you can get this thing from, because it's a really cool tool, and I'm going to show you how this thing works and how I made the bodysuit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just hit Control, and when I hit Control, if you look over here, when I hit Control, it like switches from the polish brush I was using into this masking brush. And you want to make sure you use the masking pen for some of this stuff, and just come over to the side in this empty area and right click, drag, and just do this. Blam. That's covered. Same thing with the arms. Oh well, yeah, one more thing, make sure you hit X. So when you hit X, when you hit X, you're hitting symmetry, and whatever you do on this side gets repeated on the other side. Alright, make sure y'all do that. Hit X. Then I'm going to come over here and do this, or just repeat. Hit Control, drag, and just start covering his body up. Same thing over here. So hit Control, drag over here, and then maybe Control, drag right here up to his neck, and then Control. Just keep on going until you get enough of them covered. Control, drag right here, bam. Alright, so now we're gonna go in here and just use the pen. Now I'm just using the mouse. I'm not using my graphics tablet right now. Just using the mouse. It's pretty easy. It's real easy with a mouse just to make a bodysuit. So we're gonna go in here and just we're gonna just hit Control, and we're just going to just draw. We're gonna just basically just draw on his neck right here. Like I said, once again, this is where symmetry comes in handy. I'm gonna draw around here, right? Triceps area right here, and we go right here, and there we have. Alright, so we have a bodysuit that comes all the way up to his neck, and I'm not going to worry too much about this. Well, maybe I will worry about it. I'm just going to hit Control. Now hit Control and Alt while using the mask pen. It like erases the mask, so I can come here and just erase what I want. See? Gave him a little collar there. See? But I want a crew neck on him, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Control again and just hit this and just build this up. And I would say do this at a high resolution, because what'll happen is that, you know, it doesn't look good and it'll look real funny. Like you can see everything is see how clean the cuts are right here. You know, it's not all blurry. But if you were to try to do this at a lower geometry subdivision level, this is what you would get. Everything, your seams are real blurry, and this is how it's going to probably come out if you don't do it right. So let's put this back up at 5. Now the next step is to use this plugin, the Z plugin called Extract Plus. So let me see if I can find it. Z Plug plug in Z Extract. Here it is. So here is the plugin Z Extract, and what you do is you see how this guy's like laying down the masking, like he masked off this bikini, and then he hits the plugin, and the plugin generates a outfit for him. So we're about to do that right now. And if you all guys want to know where this is, you can hit this little link here, and you can buy it right here. It's only $2, people. $2. You can get this cool plugin for $2. And that's how I've been making all my bodysuits and armor. And well, actually, that's how I've been making the bodysuits. Not too much about the armor. So let's go over here real quick. Let's see how long. Okay, I gotta hurry finish this up. But I'll do another part of this. I'll do another second part to this where we get into the armor. But I'm gonna show you how to make the bodysuit. So I got the Z plugin, and I'm gonna go to the Z plugin itself and just hit this Extract T, and there's the button. Just hit that button, and what it's gonna do is it's basically going to run a program or something. I'm not sure. Run some type of algorithm. I don't know, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. But it's going to make us a mesh, make us a bodysuit. Give it a minute. It's Z remeshing the suit now. Right, right. Just give this a minute. Alright, so now I have a bodysuit. As you can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my sub tool. I'm just going to hide this. But yeah, it made a bodysuit. See, the coolest thing about this bodysuit is that it captured all of his muscle. I mean, it just captured everything I needed to see. Look at his feet, even skinned his feet. But I think it's probably pretty high in resolution though, but it's all good. Oh yeah, that's pretty high. That's a pretty high mesh there. So what we probably want to do is I'm gonna go back to this guy right here. All right, so one thing I forgot to do in my eagerness to show you guys this stuff is to come over here and hit this button right here, because what it is right now is that all of this is grouped into different polygroups, right? So you got a grouped here, you got a grouped here, and that's not going to help you when you want to actually like have a unified bodysuit to where you can sculpt on it and like raise pieces of it and stuff. So this is not going to help, because you can only like sculpt here. Then yeah, so what you probably want to do is hit this button, auto groups, and what it's going to do is it's going to group the whole mesh together. See, it's going to group everything together, and then you're going to be ready to go back up here. Well, before I do that, I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, we good. Now I'm going to hit the Z plugin again and hit extract, and now what's going to happen now is that you'll see it's going to be a big difference between the suit I just made and this one. And I'm going to show you what the difference is as soon as this finishes. Okay, so now you see how much lower poly this is now versus the other one. Like let's see, where is it? This one. All right, now you see this one is a little bit more unified, as you can tell. Looks a little bit better. The feet look like garbage. We're gonna fix the feet in a minute. We're gonna actually fix the feet. Don't worry about that. But as you can see, everything's a little bit more better. It's remeshed, and the thing about this one right here. No, that's the one I just made. This one. You see how much higher resolution this one is? You know, I wouldn't recommend working with this one. I mean, you can Z-remesh it down and stuff, but after we Z-remesh it, all you're going to do is just wind up with this. You know, that's all you're going to wind up with. But, yeah, but this is probably where you want to start. And then after you do that, you probably want to cut this on. I'm going to turn off the transparency. And just go over to your move topologies tool right here. And probably want to bump this up a little bit. Make sure you have symmetry on, and then just start pulling out your mesh. I'm turning this off. So you just start pulling your mesh out. Start pulling your bodysuit out. This has to be the quickest and fastest way I've ever made a bodysuit. This is better than taking it to Blender. I mean, you can do the same thing in Blender, but I think this is better because it's not so form-fitting. You know, it's not. I mean, you can actually. The other one was like really form-fitting, kind of muscular, you know, and that was cool. But I think this looks better because this. You can actually. This actually looks more like a suit than skin-tight bodysuit. And skin-tight bodysuits can work, but then again, you know, I want to put wrinkles and stuff and other stuff in this to make it look a little cooler. And like I said, this is where you come in, and if I was doing this with just a regular pose, I probably wouldn't be able to get in here and get this part out correctly, you know. Pull this, oh, actually, I'm trying to get to a good, yeah, there we go, and pull out here. Pull this out there, see? I wouldn't be able to do that without, so make sure you make good poses for your characters before you bring them in here. You know, it really does help with making your outfits, bodysuits. You know, especially like make a lot of sci-fi stuff like I do. And that's my dog yelling at the mailman again. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Good dog. There. So, and it's pretty. Now, my friend had showed me the other day I could use the inflate brush, and I did that. I didn't like it because sometimes I don't have like I don't have like a lot of good control of inflate brush, and it like over puffs up stuff. And I think this is better because you're really just pulling the topology without deforming it. Now you could use a move tool, but the move tool will deform the mesh. It will stretch it, and I want to keep everything nice and clean when I pull it out. You know. That's what she said. Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, so there we go. Alright, and just keep, and you just take the topology, just take the thing and just move it around. Now for the, when I get to like the arms, because you see the arms look, the arms are like kind of, like right here, like we hit the transparency, you can see like, the hole is there for the arms. I just have to pull those out, and I probably use like the inflate brush like to pull some of this out, but not right now. I'm not gonna worry about it. So we go back here, but you can really see how this is really coming out. How this is really coming out to a really nice bodysuit, really nice. And I'll show you about the feet in a second. But so I'm just going to go through this so you all could be able to, like, we got Zbrush, you all can go and do this now, and then afterwards, like after you pull the suit out and everything, you can actually take this suit out and take it right into character creator and weight map it. Let me take this off. Yeah, so here we go. Go. And yeah, and it will come in when you export this out, it will come in at this 2000 polygon thing. But you can smooth it. I mean, you can actually smooth this out inside of character creator, you know, with sculpting tools or the subdivision. Just hit the subdivision like once or twice on it, and it'll be real smooth. I know I got suits I've made already. My earlier suits I've made. I have suits that I made in Blender. They were okay, but it was just like he was just wearing an extra skin on his body. I mean, like this, it's not fitting so tight. You see every muscle. I mean, it looks like a actual suit that he'll wear outside of his body. You know. Then you come back. Put wrinkles and stuff in it, you know, without it looking like a super tight suit. You know, I just didn't like that. I mean, I didn't like that look. And then, like I said, Rampa. I think Rampa found some other cool ZBrush plugins that you can probably get that are even probably more better than this one. You know, but right now, I think nothing is beating this one right now. You know. But I mean, even without this plugin, you can actually do this. If you don't want to spend an extra $2, which ain't really a lot, All of this is just a script that actually runs the protocols on how, like, it'll run the extract, then it'll, after extract, it'll run the polish, and then after polish, it'll dynamesh it, and then after it dynameshes it, it will go in there and Z-remesh it. I mean, it's just a script to run all those protocols in a decent way, and I think whoever made this thing, the guy who made this is like, I mean, I wish he could make other stuff like this. Like the next extract button he should make should be for like hard surfaces, extracting hard surfaces stuff. So that's basically what I'm doing. Now I had to learn. I'm learning hard surfaces now. I'm not too good at it, but I'm learning hard surface techniques now. But what I want to do is mixing cloth and metal, and I say I'm gonna start with the metal part first, with the hard surface stuff, and then go to cloth after. So after I finish playing around with this, I'm gonna go to cloth. But you see how fast I'm making this suit. I'm not because I know Warlord had did the tutorial where he would like use the extract button and all this other stuff, then come back. But then again, like when you pull it out, when you pull the suit out, it's got the edges were kind of like ragged and stuff. I mean, I tried everything. I mean, it's a way to clean it up, but it took too long. You know, I was like, damn. And this guy comes up with a one-click solution to fix that, to fix it. You know, I'm like, heck yeah. Like this, I'm like, dang, where have you been, bro? So when I get to a certain point, I probably will use the inflate brush on the feet. All right, so yeah, and then after you pull the suit off, you can then sculpt on it. That's the coolest part about this. Up the subdivision levels on it and just sculpt the hell out of it. I mean, you get a piece of topology that's at like 2,000 like polygons. You know, that's really low. You know. That's extremely low. Now I'm going to use the topology brush and just pull out this stuff right here. Now I made a female bodysuit the other day. Now I'm going to get it away for free when I get the smarts to remember to it'll be just like this. You have to do all the other stuff to it, like make UVs and stuff for it. You know. But it'll be something for y'all to play with, you know. See what y'all can come up with. For those of y'all who know your 3D programs, y'all can take it. I'll put it on my Sketchfab as an OBJ free giveaway. You guys can just go in there and download it. I have the link in the description of my next video for that, because I don't have it. I don't even have it prepared to go on Sketchfab yet. That's the problem. But it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to use the inflate brush right here. So I'll go over here. Let's see. Let's I remember what the inflate brush is. I think it's I and N. Nope. Let's see. Oh, it's B, I, and N. Inflate brush. And I'm just going to just tap on this and pull his feet out. Pull this part out. Just tap on it. Inflate brush is like, if you keep it down too long, it's going to really just pull. It will pull everything out. See? There. Yeah, it will pull everything out. Well, due to the fact that the feet were kind of like messed up anyways, you know, when you pull them out for some reason. But I can always come in here, turn this down. Come in here, hit the S and smooth this stuff out. See? Smooth it out. Smooth it. Smooth that out. Actually, turn the smooth brush. I'm gonna have to turn the smooth brush down a little bit. So we'll smooth all this stuff out. I'm not worried about stuff going back into his foot because I can pull that out with the topology brush. And hit this topology, and I'm gonna just pull this stuff right back out. See, easy, easy peasy. I can even give him a heal if I wanted to. Dynamesh is to like add topology or something like that to the mesh. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't use it. You don't really, I mean, for what I'm doing here, you don't really need to use it. But you may, some people may. Dynamesh is really used to give topology when there's not enough topology in a character or something like that. You would probably use Dynamesh to put more topology onto a surface so you can sculpt on it or whatever. And you can also use Dynamesh to transfer. I do believe you can use Dynamesh to transfer details from one mesh to another. And that's also the way you make normal maps inside here. Now I haven't got that far as that. I'm still in the modeling stage. When I get to the UV in part of me learning how to UV, because you can UV inside of Zbrush, you know. I just ain't got that far, but that's what Dynamesh is used for, and so far that I checked up on it, that's all. But all right, so now we have feet, but you know they look kind of janky right now. One good thing to do is probably at this point just subdivide, and start using your brush to pull that geometry out of the body. Yeah, that's what it needs to be done. And then just hit shift and just smooth it back down. And that's all I'm doing. Just pulling out, smoothing it down. We'll get to the feet in a minute. I know y'all went to, how you get the feet? How you get the feet? Let me show you the feet in a minute. Okay. So this looks good. Oops. Just like I said, I'm not using my pen. I'm just using the mouse to do this. This looks good. Oops. Control Z. This looks good here. It's gonna probably smooth this out some. Smooth this out. Oops. Smooth this out. Smooth this in some. Smooth this in. Alright. So now we want to fix this, right? And the only way to fix this is to get rid of it. The best thing to do is just come over here, get the Z modeler brush, hit this polyframes, and lower your resolution down. Bam. And what you want to do is don't worry about this stuff. We just want to get rid of this right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now Z modeling is basically modeling inside of ZBrush. But it works totally different than Blender and Max and Maya. It works totally different. So if you learned how to do modeling, just basic box modeling inside of any of those programs, well, you're gonna have to relearn it in here because the tools work totally different and are totally alien. But check this out. So I'm in the Z modeler. That's that little tool right there. So what I want to do is I want to like hover over one of these. Like it lets you do an edge, a point, or a polygon. I want the polygon option, and I want to hit delete, then come back over here. Now every time I hit, yes, oh, I got it. Oh, always freeze your subdivisions. When you get ready to go into this mode right here, I want to go here and freeze my subdivisions. Now it's going to do what I want it to do. So I want to delete this, delete this, delete this, delete that, delete that, delete this, delete this, delete this. Oops. Now I just added an edge there. I didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to hover over edge, and to keep me from goofing up, I'm going to do nothing. The same thing with the points. I'm going to have that do nothing also, so I won't have to worry about actually adding something or taking away from something. So what I'm basically doing here, I'm just going to take away this stuff right here. Take away this thing right here. I know that the mesh is twisting, so I just want to separate this piece, and then I'm gonna use my mask. Hit Control and just mask all this stuff off. Use my mask pen. Just want to mask all this stuff off. Make sure I get all of it. Looks like I got all of it, and then I'm gonna come down here to my masking. There are shortcut keys, but why teach y'all shortcut keys? I'm just going to, you know, once you learn where everything is, then you can do the shortcut keys. But go down to my masking, hit inverse, everything is inverted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to visibility, and I'm just going to hide part. So that actually takes that away. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to geometry, go to modify topology, and then go to delete hidden. And all that does was it deleted the what's the name? It deleted that piece of mesh that we masked out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and do me some more deleting. I'm going to delete this stuff too. So I'm going to just hit delete, just start deleting these polys right here. All these funky, uneven. I just want a straight mesh. I want a straight mesh that's gonna. As I keep learning stuff and I get better with it, I will definitely share with you guys everything I've learned. I would definitely come back and share. I mean, I'm not going to sit back and like half learn something. I'm going to try to learn it all and then come back and show you guys what I've learned. So this is what I need. Yeah, this is basically what I need right here. And I'm going to go back here and get this little brush right here. So I'm out of the modeling thing, Z modeler, what you want to call it. I'm just going to hit that inflate. Where the inflate brush at? Inflate. There. Sometimes you have to get that inflate. Use that inflate brush. I'm just getting the feet ready for what I'm about to do to it. There. All right. So now we're ready to, hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So now we're ready to go to the next part, which is go back to the Z modeler brush. And I'm going to hover over the edge and close. All right, and convex hole, and it gives me a whole bunch of stuff here to choose from. I think straight lines works best for me. Yeah, straight lines was better. All right, so go through Z. So I'm going to click on. Hold on, let me just cut on transparent. All right, so I'm going to click on this. That's going to close it. And I think, yeah, that'll pull it out. And then I want to not make it have so much topology. Let me pull out a little bit more. That's cool. So that's how I get the the feet. That's how I get the thing for the feet. But oh, I'm gonna redo this. Hold up. I think. Hold up. There we go. Is that cool? Hold on, maybe I should try the round one. Hold on, so I'm gonna go back over because they got a whole bunch of different options. Here you go, round corners. You could try that. Yeah, I think this will work better. Yeah, this works way better. I think this is what I used last time. I'm going to pull this out just about right there, and I'm going to give it a little less topology. There. Some more topology. I think that's cool right there. Alright, cool. So now that's how I made the feet. That's exactly how I made the feet. And what I'm going to go over here, I'm going to hit the auto groups again. Go to poly groups. Auto group. There. It's all one group now. And now I can go back and turn transparency off. And there you go. You actually got there are your shoes. All, and it's clean, and the whole topology is clean. So I can come back over here and just grab my move topology brush and my smooth brush and just start smoothing this down, smoothing this foot down. Actually, I need to turn this on transparency because up this brush size a little bit. Oops. Keep on forgetting it. Pull this a little bit more. Pull this in. From my understanding is my workflow for assets like armor, you can use Dynamesh. In Mudbox, I use dynamic tessellation, and for change.cc base subdivisions, but now I see you don't want to retopo all things at the end. Yeah, no, you really don't have to. And you can take, like I said, you can like what you want to. I may need to make this brush a little bit bigger because I need to slide all this back this way. Alright, so we're just pulling out the feet, right? You're making boots, right? Alright. Right here. There. I'm just gonna pull all this down here. Alright, we'll pull this down. Actually, we can pull it down a little bit lower. If you wanted well, we'll hit shift and pull that. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Alright, so I want to get this at the bottom. Let's pull these feet out a little bit more. Don't worry about getting your feet looking perfect, the bottoms of them, because we're going to do something about that in a minute. Something I learned the other day. Pronunciation. Mine too. Mine too, my friend. So there we go. Pull this in, pull this down. And I'm going to pull this down a little bit too. So we should have some nice looking bootish looking feet here. If I could just get this part right here to look okay. But we're gonna take care of that in a bit. And that's all gonna come in with Resculpted. So the next brush is gonna be it's a clipping brush if I can find it. I think it's this one. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Hit Control Shift keys. Okay, so to operate this brush, I had to hit the Control Shift and oops, that didn't work. Shift Control. All right. I need that clipping brush. Clip rectangle. I keep on forgetting the damn. Oh! I think it's this one. Hold on. Control Shift. Yep, it's this one. Alright, so I have to do this. Make sure. Okay, so I'm going to click right here. Oops. Control Z. Alright, so click Shift, and I'm going to pull this straight out like that. That should have clipped it. Oh, it did clip it. Oh, okay. It just made another poly group. That's all. But I want to cut. How do I make it cut? Well, it's supposed to cut. It's supposed to cut. I guess I'll figure out how that works later. Like I said, I'm a noob. But what it did, it would have cut this flat to where the shoes would have been flat at the bottom. But we'll get to that later. Right now, I want to go back up. Oops. Right now, I want to go back up here and get back to the arms. Cut this off. Pull some of this topology back out. And you don't have to. I mean, if I had to take this in Blender, you know, you could sculpt this easily in Blender and probably make this whole suit in Blender. But ZBrush just has so much better. The tools are just so much better than in my opinion, they're just much better. May have to inflate this. Okay, I was like, may have to inflate that if that didn't come out right. So we're almost done with this, folks. Let me get the back of this. I think it's the trim dynamic brush. I think that's the brush that I need to use to cut those feet. I don't think it was the clip. The clip thing was for making poly groups and stuff like that. I think the brush I need to use was the trim dynamic brush. I think I got those two confused. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I got those two confused. I'm going to turn this down a little bit so I can pull out some stuff over here. But if you use that extract, the extract tool, you know, I would not say use the inflate brush. Like, we got something stubborn, like this little piece right here that's real stubborn, then I'll say use the inflate brush. Just use the inflate brush and just pull that stuff out. Make sure you got it set low. You know, like right here too. Just stubborn. Ah, that stuff is stubborn. Jesus, stubborn. Alright. Well, just nuke the whole area in. Come here. There we go. I pulled it up. Probably gonna have to come back here and move some of this stuff around later. Pull this out. Pull that out. And just pull some more of this stuff out here. Sometimes, like, getting it at a right good angle and pull it, sometimes that helps. Make sure it's at a decent angle. Now it's time for, now I may use the, I'll wait. But now we're gonna get to one of those little hard parts. Pull the transference. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull out his arm right here. Pull this way. See? You have to make this a little smaller, then pull this out. Pull that out. Start just pulling it. Start pulling this out till it all comes out. Sometimes it won't come out unless you pull the rest of the mesh out. There you go. And this is where the inflate brush comes in. Exactly what the inflate brush is for. Stubborn mesh. Pull this up a little bit more. There we go. Stubborn ass mesh. And you can always, I mean, it's gonna come out kind of look kind of funky, but you can always take your smooth brush and smooth all this stuff down. You can smooth this right back on down after you pull it out. I usually use like topology brush, but you know, when it gets to like, when it comes to like when you got open mesh right here, it gets kind of stubborn. Don't want to come out like it's supposed to. I mean, I would just say go to a higher subdivision and try to fix it. That's what I would do. But I will go to a higher. I will just click this unfreeze. Whoops. Let me go back some here. There we go. Unfreeze. Let me look at my feet real quick. Let me go up. My feet became undone. The fudge? That's alright. It's because I went back and messed with the subdivision. But that's alright. Y'all basically know what to do now, so and that's the problem. Therein lies the problem when you freeze your subdivisions. That's the main problem I have. We'll turn this shit off. There we go. I'll go back and redo the feed. Like when I'm doing stuff inside of with the poly brush or whatever, and when I forgot to not poly brush, the polymodeling or Z-modeler, I forgot to go back and unfreeze it. That's why I got that unselected garbage. Sometimes you just get that stubborn mesh. There we go. Come on, come on. I just want you to come out so I can smooth you back down. Finish this arm off and get back onto the feet. I'm definitely going to smooth this down. There you go. So I finally got the sleeve to come out like it's supposed to. But you got to go in here and smooth everything down. I'm going to use a higher intensity. If it goes back into the scan, it's fine, because I'm trying to smooth all this stuff out. And just pull it back out again. And inflate. Oops, that's too hot. Oops, still too high. Still too high. We're gonna use topology brush. Go back to this. Yeah, that's better. Smooth it out. Pull it out. And you're gonna be spending hours doing this, folks. Because I want to get into the Real Illusion marketplace. I want to make some stuff. I want to make some cool stuff to put in there. I can't believe Atheros hasn't put nothing in the marketplace yet. I'm surprised. Surprised me, man. That's what I mean. I heard, and I also heard, like, if you put stuff in the marketplace, you get like discounts on like other stuff too. So I'm like, damn, really? So there we go. Stubborn creases. Man, this thing's stubborn. So I'm gonna pull this down just so I can grab this little point right here. Oh my gosh. Stubborn. Stubborn. There you go. So, and don't worry about it. We're gonna come back and do some more stuff. There's still a couple more things we're gonna do to this mesh. But like I said, I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna turn the subdivision down all the way back down to 1 again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete. Oops. Control C. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to delete the higher. All right. And I'm going to go back over to my ZBrush again. Not going to worry about what I'm looking at. Really not. See, I know it's a trim dynamic brush. There it is. See, there is a trim. There are the trim brushes right here. Trim curve. So those are the brushes I should have used for its feet. So we're gonna do the feet. Second take. Alright, so I got my brush ready. Gonna cut this on, and just going to go ahead and click on to this, and bam, there we go. Perfect. It's perfect. All I gotta do to come down here is just hit the actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sculpt on this first and then do all the other stuff second. So I'm just gonna get out of this mode and come over here to move topology brush and just start pulling this stuff out. And start pulling some of this stuff back. Actually, I need a bigger brush. About this size brush will work. What I'm doing is I'm just pulling this foot out. Especially this right here, pulling this out some. So I knew it was one of those brushes, trim dynamic or trim curve or whatever. I just had them wrong. I was using the wrong brush. And I'll pull this out some. Okay. Alrighty. Move this over here. Alright, so go over to the T and what's the trim dynamic? Or should I use this one? I think I'm just try this one. Let's try this one and see what happens. Let's go Control Shift. Yeah, that's the one I want to use. So Control. Hold on. I want to make sure I get close enough to this so I can see. I'm gonna cut this off. All right, so let me pull this down some more right here. Let's pull this down. Pull this down. I want to make sure that I get a nice cut. Pull this down. Pull this down too. To make the flat bottom parts of my foot, of my shoe. Okay, so Control T right here. And get it? I think that's something. Hold on, let me go to this. Let me see what I got. That looks pretty good. The other side didn't come out too good, but yeah, this looks pretty good. Look at this. But yeah, we was aiming for this. this is what we were aiming for right here, people. We was aiming for this, and we got this. But I think what I can do is hit X. Actually, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to just hit X again, and hold up. So first thing first, let's do this first. Let's hit let's take this off first, and let's go to poly groups. I'm just gonna group this all together. Let's do auto groups. I can actually, you know what? I can actually fix this foot. Hold on, let me go back some. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. So I think it was is like I got this. Okay, I see what I did wrong. All right. So shift right here. Hold on, let me go on transparency real quick. Go right here, and right here. Maybe I should this side then. Weird. We'll call symmetry then. And do them separate. Or I could just do one. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to hit this button. Auto groups. And then I'm going to turn off this. That'll work. There we go. And what I basically did, just separated, just made these separate, but now I'm going to hit symmetry off. And this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to pull this straight across. I'm just going to do one side of this shoe. That was too high. Why did it go do that? Oh, I hit Control Z, that's why. Go back on. And hit this. I'm just going to see hitting this right here. Nope. Let's go back on. Do it again. Z. Oops. Damn it. So Control Shift. And I'm going to pull this across here. Did I get everything? Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I don't think it's going to work. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. Go over to Z Modeler. Where is it? Z Modeler. And I'm going to delete these polys right here. I'm going to delete, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this foot over here. I'm just going to delete this. And then get my mask. Do my mask all the way up there. Then go to masking. Where is it? Masking. We're going to invert it and then come to visibility. And I'm going to hide it again and then come down here to geometry and delete hidden, and that deletes that piece of geometry there. Now all this is grouped up, right? So I'm just gonna go and go geometry. I'll go subtool. I do believe this is the one I'm working on right here. I'm just going to just split this to parts. What? This crap's getting on my nerves. This is alright then, fine. You wanna play that way? We'll do it this way then. I'll just do this. Split it down the middle. Yeah, cool. Cool. So all I gotta do is go in here and just hit where's masking? Where's masking? Inverse, and then go down here to visibility and then hide part. Did it take too much? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Why? Why? There we go. Alright, so now I just want to, I'm going to mirror and weld this over to the other, over there. So I'm going to go to, actually. Alright, so I think this way, like I said, I'm going to pretty much renew myself. I'm going to inverse this, and then hopefully this will work. I'll go to Z plugin, Subtool Master, and mirror. Okay. Oh. Alright. Because the mesh was hidden. Okay. I know what I'll do. Alright, so Control Shift Alt. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go over here and just make another subtool. Which one? This. I'm going to duplicate this. Alright. Then Control. I'm going to cut this off. Cut that off. Alright, so that won't be in my way no more. And then, that is the other one. Yeah, that's the one. And I'm going to come over here and hit Control, Alt, and I'm going to click this, and that should bring that foot back. Then, I'm going to go down here to Geometry, and then I'm going to go to Delete Hidden. So when I hit this again, yeah, nothing's coming back. Alright, cool. So now I have the boot. So now I'm going to go to Z plugin. Where is it? Mirror. Hit OK. There. And now I have my extra boot for the other side. So now I can come over and just basically go back to the subtool up here to maybe this suit right here. I'm going to hide this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just get rid of this boot right here and just make it separate from the suit. Maybe I should have done it to begin with. Alright, then I'm just going to come over here and just mask this whole thing off. I don't know, you're going to be better off just deleting it. Deleting a little bit more, then I'll mask it off and hide it. Oh yeah, I know about the Elite Media thing. Yeah. That's spending way too much money to me. Way too much money. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's the trim. I mean, I had the wrong. I was right about the clipping brush. I had the wrong clipping brush. It was what was that clipping brush? I meant to get the trim dynamic clipping brush. That's the brush. See right there. You can make shoes like that. See. Oh. But we're deleting this one. We're getting rid of this. So we're gonna go over here. Go to the mask. Where's masking? I'm so tired. I mean, why come they can't put this stuff in alphabetical order? Where is it? Okay, so normal. Masking, here it is. Why can't you put this in like alphabetical order? Inverse. Visibility. Hide. And let's go into subtool, geometry, and just hit delete hidden. So now I can go back into my subtool and bring this back. There. Turn off transparency. There. And there you have it. There is the booties. And I got the soles. Look at that. My shoes have sole now. Yeah, Bishop Media, thank you, sir. Okay, so we got boots. We got boots now. They have to be, they need a little work done to them, but we have boots. We got a bodysuit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a bodysuit, people. I gotta go in here and I had to go back over here and do this. I have to go hit this and see that mesh. I think I may have accidentally hit the what's name and put them and it did something it wasn't supposed to do. Come on, let me go back some. Yeah, it did something it wasn't supposed to do. That's okay. They can go through the whole process again. I don't think I have to. Hold on. I just need to go to the point. I think I accidentally... Yeah, I did it. That's something I accidentally did. It don't matter. I can clean it up. It's real easy to clean up. Just go in here. Luckily, I didn't... Just go in here. I'm going to go in here and just delete the polygons. That's easy. But... Go back. I could hit X. Make sure that's on. And just go here and just delete the polygons out of this. Oh, I forgot. I gotta cut this off. This thing is do nothing. This thing is pissing me off because I accidentally had that convex the whole thing. All the openings are closed now because I accidentally hit that thing and it did that. So I ain't worried about it. But these are the breaks, man. You gotta know in the process of learning how to do stuff. And I hope people who use Iclone, hopefully they're learning something from this as I learn how to do this stuff. Actually, I think Control Shift Alt. No, I don't want to do that because I just remember I might wind up deleting something else by accident. But this is really good. This Z modeler thing is really nice. I kind of like it, you know, and I really like playing a little music and just you know, play a little music, sit back, chill out, and just come over here and just learn Zbrush. You know, that's basically all I've been doing. And when I get further enough along, I'll share everybody what I now know about Zbrush. Frame. I'll worry about that later. Yeah. But you know, this is gonna be a pretty nice suit after I finish with it. I mean, like I said, this is real low poly, so I could take this right into back to Iclone, no problem. Hit the subdivision level, hit subdivision level 1 or 2 on this thing, and it'll smooth out real good, but it won't have no textures on it. You have to put textures, make some type of texture map for it. And I think that's where Blender come in. I think I will probably use Blender, because Blender is well, Blender and Max is pretty good. I learned how to do UV unwrapping inside of Max first, and when I got tired of Max, because I really got tired of Max, I just say, no, I don't go to Blender. I went to Blender, you know, but Max got some really good tools to model with. I mean, I ain't gonna lie about that. If I'm not modeling and doing any type of like simple modeling inside of Blender, I'll probably most likely doing it in Max. I don't understand why people won't use Blender more professionally. I know a lot of studios that use Unreal are now using Blender in their production. As a matter of fact, Unreal really wants people to start using free programs like Blender and GIMP and all that stuff to make their games with. Oops. I didn't touch her. But there's something else I want to show you guys about this before give me a frame before I go. Something's on that shouldn't be on. Okay. That's right. I think I masked this off. Let me mask this off. I gotta delete this. Alright, so here is the bodysuit right here. Now, before I go, I want to show you guys. Hold on, let me see the bottom of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna hover over one of the. Actually, I'm gonna go inside this thing. Just looking at it, making sure. Alright, so as you see, it's just one-sided right now. It doesn't really have an inside or nothing. So what I want to do is I want to go hover over poly. Hit spacebar, and I want to hit extrude all polygons. And what I'm about to do is basically just do this. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm about to come in here and just hit this. I'm making the suit a little thicker. See? Now, it went from 1,000 something polygons to 3,924 polygons, but this is still good enough to take into Character Creator and put it on your character. That's real nice, real nice. So when I come back over here to my character, cut this on, you see how nice the suit looks now on him. Frame. Really nice. So there you have it, people. Very easy to make suit. And we can actually come over here and divide it a couple times. And it's only at 63,000. So it's level 3. It takes it down to 2. And it still looks good. It still looks really good. Turn this off. And looks really good. This is perfect for what you need for inside of Character Creator, Iclone Character Creator. And you know, still gonna have some parts right here. It's gonna, yeah, that looks really good. Nice suit, and you can come in here and you can, I do believe you can sculpt on it. Let me standard brush. Yeah, you can sculpt right on top of it. But I would suggest you go up a couple subdivision levels before you start sculpting on it. So you can come in and start raising up your chest armor, and do all this crazy stuff. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with this thing, but I'll work on the boots. The boots gonna be the same process. I'm gonna take the boots, shape them up, get them looking nice. Get the poly groups fixed on it and stuff, and then just start extruding out the shapes for the feet and everything. But that's gonna come later, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a good fun hour and 51 showing you guys this stuff. I'm gonna do a speed version of this. I'm gonna like edit it down and then make a speed clip of this of how I made this suit. But look, I think you probably want a suit that looks more like this than. Where is it? Where's the other one? Where's the other one I made today? This the one? Let me cut this one off. Then this one. I mean, same procedure, same use the extract tool, but I think this doesn't look really like a suit. You know, this don't look like a suit to me. It's just like a mesh with no arms and no head. This right here looks more like a suit. This one right here looks more like a suit than the other one. And like I said, come here and say want some wrinkles back here, put some wrinkles on the back of sculpt some wrinkles in the back of the suit and stuff. Armors, you're gonna have mostly armor on top of this, so we'll cut the armor on, I do believe. See, there's the armor. Let's go up some more. Oops. Nope, that's not it. Where's the one I just made? This one. Cut this one off. And you can let. And your armor would just sit on top of your character, and that looks pretty nice. That looks damn good. It's really good. It looked like it's all fitting and coming together. I still have to do some armor for the legs and everything, but this is a pretty nice suit, especially now that I made the boots separate. I can work on the boots separate from the rest of the mesh itself. So I hope I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna hit a quick save in case this thing tries to crash on me. Hope you guys enjoy this. I didn't mean to make this go almost 2 hours, but y'all guys had a lot of stuff you want to tell me and talk about. But I will be back later on to do something else. And this is One Gun. See you guys later, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Thank you.